Hi guys! So I know a lot of people are going vegan. I'm doing like a series of videos that will help you if you are becoming vegan or restarting your vegan lifestyle. That will just help you, basically. I asked people on my Instagram, what questions did you have about going vegan and staying vegan and all those things? And one of the most common questions was, how do I satisfy my cravings for unhealthy food, for meat, and just in general for non-vegan things? So this video is all about that. I'm gonna give you tips on satisfying those cravings, basically. The first thing I wanna say is, oftentimes when you're having a craving, you need to drink water. I can say this totally from experience. Even now, I drink a lot of water and I've been vegan for a long time and I eat pretty well. But often I'll have a craving for something, and instead of just going for it, for me it's typically salty snacks like tortilla chips and such. I'll drink water first, give myself some time, maybe like 5 minutes after you drink the water. And if the craving is still there, maybe I will indulge, but oftentimes the craving has just gone away. I was just thirsty. So often we also think we're hungry when we're thirsty. So learn to differentiate whether you're hungry or you're thirsty. A good way to know the difference is to just keep track of, either mentally or maybe like on an app or in your phone, of how much water you're consuming every day. I keep a large 32-ounce water bottle. Where is my water bottle? I exclusively drink from this water bottle though, because otherwise I can't really keep track of how much water I'm drinking. My goal is to drink 3 of those 32-ounce water bottles a day. I always have it with me. Otherwise, I don't really know how much water I'm drinking if I just am like drinking out of a cup. Though, if that works for you, that works for you. Just keep track of how much water you're drinking so you can tell if you're thirsty or if you're actually hungry or are having an actual craving. Of course, you can have cravings for different reasons. Sometimes you have a craving because you actually are deficient in some sort of nutrient. Your body is requesting that you put that nutrient into your body. Or you have some emotional attachment to such and such food. Or maybe you actually have a chemical addiction to something and that is causing your craving. The most common chemical addiction that I know of, at least from my own experience in my own life, is coffee. When I gave up coffee, I had cravings for coffee for an entire year. I was that like into coffee. Another extremely common addiction, not just a craving, but a literal addiction, is for cheese. A lot of people say, I would go vegan, but I cannot give up cheese. Or the hardest thing about going vegan is giving up cheese. It's not that you're just having a craving, though it is a craving, but your body is actually addicted. There's something called casomorphins that are in cheese that attach to the morphine receptor in your brain, okay? No wonder it's so hard to give up. And no wonder just by eating vegan cheese, you still might crave dairy cheese. But be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and know that that addiction will eventually go away. When I gave up coffee, I actually transitioned myself off of it slowly. I still do drink caffeine, but now I've replaced my coffee with matcha green tea. It still has plenty of caffeine. It gives me the boost in the morning, though I don't have that same dependency on it, and it doesn't give me jitters and make my stomach hurt. If you are craving meat, it could be that you're craving some sort of nutrient in meat, or you're most likely craving the taste of it. It's the umami taste specifically. But luckily, umami is also a taste that's present in plant-based foods. So cook with things like soy sauce and tomato paste, and cook with a lot of mushrooms. I also highly recommend using something called porcini mushroom powder. It's exactly what it sounds like, and you can add that to soups and to stews, and you can add it to your broth, or you can add it to dressings and sauces and all sorts of things. I use it a couple of times in my cookbook, and I reference it a lot because it is such a wonderful way to add umami into your food. But just understand that if you're having a craving for meat, it just might be the umami, because meat does naturally have that. Oh, smoked paprika also. Use smoked paprika. But if you are craving the sensation and the texture of meat, not only are mushrooms going to be your best friend, they're wonderful, though they're not plants. But anyway, mushrooms are great. Also use lentils. Lentils are wonderful. I make lentil bolognese sauce, lentil meatballs, lentil meatloaf. Lentils are just all around great. Another thing you can do, like in my lentil bolognese sauce, I use lentils, but I also use walnuts. So that combination gives that nice like ground meat, texture basically. And it's so, so tasty. And you could also, I don't know if I have a video for this, but another really nice way to replicate it, believe it or not, cauliflower and walnuts to make like a taco meat that you can put in tacos, burritos, Buddha bowls, any way you would use taco meat or ground meat. It's pretty good too. Actually, it's not pretty good. It's delicious. So we already talked a little bit about the actual addiction to cheese that people have thanks to casomorphines, but how can you satisfy that craving for cheese? Vegan cheese is like, there are so many different types of vegan cheese. It's amazing. Made out of cashews, made out of soy, made out of tapioca root. There's all different types of vegan cheeses. The kind that melts, the kind that's aged and hard. There's little cheese slices. Any type of cheese you want, there's a vegan cheese alternative for that. So check those out. Those are really helpful. Also, if you want like a cheesy taste, make sure you're using nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is wonderful. You can make your own vegan cheese sauces or just vegan cheese products using it. Okay, now, if you have a lot of sweet cravings, that can be intense. When you're eating a lot of sweets and a lot of sugar, you're gonna crave more sweets and more sugar. And by the way, with all of these cravings, your body's bacteria in your gut, it gets used to eating it, and certain type of bacteria begin to proliferate and actually make you crave those foods. That goes with sweets, that goes with meat, that goes with dairy, that goes with everything. So understand that as you change your diet and start to eat healthier or to eat vegan, you gotta give yourself, be patient with yourself basically, because it's not just you doing the craving, it's also your gut bacteria. And there's a lot more of them than there are of you. So if you're having cravings for sweets, make sure you drink more water. Make sure you don't eat artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are shown to make you crave sugar even more. Makes sense, but eat more nutritious foods and even replace the more processed sweeteners with healthier, more wholesome sweeteners like maple syrup and dates. Those are wonderful, but you still don't want to eat so much of that either. I think the biggest thing you can do is to just focus on eating more nutritious foods. Even sweet vegetables and fruits are much better than eating processed sweets. So sweet potatoes, of course, carrots are so great, and eat lots of fruit. Replace your ice cream with banana nice cream, which, so good. And lastly, a lot of people tell me that they crave eggs, especially in the morning, and they can't go vegan because they can't give up eggs. Now, I'm not going to tell you to eat the artificial eggs. I'm just going to recommend eat tofu scrambles. They're really, really great. And in order to make your tofu scrambles taste even more eggy, use black salt. I admit I don't really like that sulfur eggy taste, so I don't use it. But if you do, black salt is going to be your best friend. Tofu is very high in protein, it's very filling, it's very easy to make, just like your regular morning eggs are. Just add that black salt, you can set it off, you'll be so happy. You don't have to worry about eating eggs anymore. Okay, so those are all of my tips for satisfying your cravings. If you have any more specific ideas about how you can get over your cravings, leave them in the comment section below. And if you have any questions about specific cravings that you have that you need help getting over, let us know in the comment section too, because I'm gonna check those out. Hopefully I can help you. And if I can't, maybe someone in the Sweet Potato Soul community can. So leave those down below as well. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Sweet Potato Soul, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you're new to the vegan lifestyle, welcome. I think you'll really enjoy my Vegan 101 playlist. So check that out. I have all sorts of videos to help you on your vegan journey. Even if you're already vegan and you just need like a refresher, or you just need a little bit of inspiration, or just need like a little kick in the butt maybe, or maybe like something more gentle, like a little shove in the right direction, check that playlist out. I also have a blog called Sweet Potato Soul where I share so many recipes. There are hundreds of recipes on that blog. I've been doing this for 10 years. So check out my blog for all the good recipes. Links down below to other recipes, and yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.